Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Nashville for the Hockey Tonk tournament this weekend with your Raptors Bantam, single A Raptors. Coming to you live from Music City from the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue. Pretty nice little rink we got here. Your Raptors in action against the hometown Nashville Junior Predators. Ooh. Yeah, we're excited to be taking the ice after 2 weeks off. We had a bye last weekend after overcoming the Thunder, both games, getting a sweep that weekend and extending the Raptors record to 10-5. Our conference record is 5-2. The Raptors are currently sitting at the top of the ACHC conference. A great start to the season now that we're about a third of the way through. Before we start here, checking in on a couple of football games. Last I checked, the Blue Devils were down 21-23 to UConn in the third. Hopefully they can pull that one out. They've been really good on the road so far this season. And a big win last weekend against Clemson. NC State's got a bye this weekend, earning it after that big victory over Georgia Tech last weekend. That was huge. And UNC up 3-0 at the half at home against Stanford. Really high scoring game there. So we'll be underway here in just a minute as your Raptors gather together and get their final pep talk with their goalie. And we're about to get underway as the stands are packed here at the Bellevue Ice Center. Looks like Carter Pappas is going to be your goalie between the pipes for the Raptors this evening. Landon Shabbat lines up for the faceoff. He's got Flood to his left and Snyder over to the right. Raptors winning that one forward. Back over to Moore. Moore loses that puck in the neutral zone as the Predators bring that puck in with a clean zone entry. Now Flood with the puck going the other way. Shabbat kicks it up to his blade, eventually loses it. And you got the Predators now trying to put something together early. Nice tape-to-tape passing there by the Raptors. Way to extend those talons and really control that puck with precision. Shabbat dumps the puck, goes for a change. Seguin with a shot from the point on the left side. 1-on-3 with some moves here, and a backhander by the Predators sails just over the left shoulder of Carter Pappas to make this an early 1-0 game in favor of the Predators just 1 minute in. And I bet Pappas wishes he could get that one back. This early, I don't think he's just ready. He was not quite ready for that one. All right, Raptors going for the clear. Oh, no. So that was a pass from our defenseman. Looked like Slater there trying to get that puck out. And that was an intercepted pass. The Predators were there to keep the puck, turn, and fire another one past Pappas. So with that, Pappas is 0 for 2 in the pipes, so kind of a cold start. And the Raptors just haven't got quite ready for this one yet. Let's see if they can wake up here. Silcott, right point, looks up, tries to find Saunders. Misconnection on that pass. Now Silcott with it again, turns and fires one on net. Save by the goalie. Good to see the puck on net from our defenseman this early in the game. Bledsoe lines up for the face-off. And that one is chipped into the Predators bench by their left winger. So that's going to give us an offensive zone face-off on the right side. Bledsoe lines up again. This time Saunders to his left. Ezel and Silcott back on D. That puck comes out to the left side of the ice. Silcott breaks it up. Ezel there in the middle to clear that out. Now Silcott on the right side has got the puck up to Cammers. Cammers loses it. And then Bledsoe. Good job by Bledsoe to get there. Extend those talons out and grab that puck on the blue line, but Cammers was still offsides. Shabbat back to line one. Flood to his left. Flood puts it in his zone, right to the defenseman. Right to left, D-to-D pass up the ice. And Jenkins gives the Predators the blue line. They turn and get another shot on net. That one sails wide. Jenkins comes away with it. He chips it up the point. Right to the left wing there of the Preds. He puts it on net. Easy save by Pappas. Good physical play there by Jenkins. Predators get the puck in front of the net, but can't get a good clean shot off. They're battling back behind the net though. Jenkins working hard to protect that puck with his body. And both teams waking up here from the physicality standpoint. Another good hit there by the general. Blake Soden with the big hit. Shabbat comes away with it. Shabbat, right side of the ice, gets it over the red line. And chips it in deep. I think the score's got it backwards. We're going to fix the score for you guys there. I wish we were up 2-0. That's not the case. Nice shot by Schulteis. A lot of these Raptors are able to get here yesterday and get an opportunity to get to downtown Nashville. Those who didn't, a lot of them did today, actually, about lunchtime. So hopefully they got their rest because they've got a long weekend of hockey still ahead of them. Sidney White now back behind the goal line. Breaks that one up. And White comes away with it. Another big hit there. White still with the puck though. Looks up to Schulteis. Schulteis to Hernandez. Hernandez now, left side of the ice. Looks up, puts it in deep behind the net, looking for Quimby to go in. Quimby doesn't get there quite in time, and now you got Snyder with a move, getting that puck centered in the slot. Predators coming back the other way. They chip it out, go for a chains. Bledsoe moves the puck up to Schulteis, loses it. Bledsoe again with the puck, looking at the men on the ice, tries to get it toward their bench, maybe get a too many men penalty, but that opportunity was deflected. Now the Predators. Good forecheck there by Snyder. Going in, working on that puck. Nobody's on him. He takes a shot. Sails wide to the right, but they gave him plenty of time and space. And a good heads-up look by Snyder. Saunders centers it. Nobody's home. Snyder battles for it, and now Bledsoe behind the net. Snyder chips that one out to the middle. Seguin comes away with it, tries to get a shot off, and good pressure there by the right wing of the Predators. Now coming back the other way, he centers it again, nobody there. Bledsoe's got it. Bledsoe decides to send that one up the ice. They're going to call icing on that. He wasn't quite over the red line. So that one's going to come all the way down into our defensive zone. The game before ours was quite the gong show. The Boston team ended up winning 10-1 against the Phoenix. We're actually playing both of those teams tomorrow, so we know that the Boston advantage is going to be the tougher of those two contests. Silcott now with the puck in the corner. Good pressure by the Predators. Now the Predators control the puck behind the net. I thought for a minute there that player was going to go for a Michigan. Silcott chipped that puck up. Snyder couldn't get it to him. They're a little jammed up there. I think Silcott maybe should have just punched it up and gone with it. All right, Shabbat, good poke off the boards. Now to the left side of the ice, Flood on the forecheck. Shabbat now, battling, can't get it. And a good job by the Predators there to maintain possession of that puck under pressure. Schulteis tries to get a shot off, fires it, but good block by the defender of the Predators. Now Quimby looks up to Schulteis. Schulteis tries the backhand one to Hernandez. Finally gets it to him, and now we got Hernandez with his own entry. Shot goes low off the pads of the goalie there for the Predators. And now Soden looks up to Quimby in the middle of the ice. He loses the puck, and now we got a battle in the corner. Soden gloves that one down. Tries to find Hernandez. Predators are able to get that one out of the zone. Hernandez comes away with it. Middle of the ice, turns, fires. Shot sails just left of the net. Good looking by Hernandez and a good opportunity with that puck. Bodie fighting for that puck in the corner, trying to center it. And the Raptors just not connecting on those passes. Good offensive zone time, though. Soden puts that one in the corner for Schulteis. Jenkins holds the point. Schulteis skating away from the puck. Looking a little tired there. The Raptors going for a change. A much-needed change, but I like the offensive zone presence the last minute and a half. Bledsoe lines up for the face-off. He's got Saunders to his left and Cammers to the right. Saunders, Bledsoe. Moore on the point, loses it. White comes over to give him a hand. Now we got, looks like an offsides, or maybe a penalty. That's going to be a penalty on the Predators and give the Raptors their first power play of the game. That's going to be a roughing on number 29. So with 7:25 left in the first, the Raptors getting 1:30 on the clock for a power play. Shabbat lines up. Bledsoe to his left. Snyder to the right. Fires that one on net. Sails just to the right of the net. And comes out into the neutral zone. Sidney White and Moore working together. They move that puck up the ice. Shabbat comes away with it, looks over to Bledsoe. Bledsoe turns, makes a move, loses the puck. And White battling hard for the puck on the boards. Predators in desperation send that one down the ice. That's going to be icing and come back all the way down. Raptors are going for a change to get some fresh legs out there for the 57 seconds left in this power play. Hernandez lines up with Quimby just behind him. He's got Schulteis over to the right. Seguin, Slater back on D. Raptors clear that. I'm sorry, the Predators clear that one. Seguin gets it over the red line, pushes it in deep, and Schulteis going in for it. Hernandez comes away with it. Takes a pretty low percentage shot there from way out wide on the boards. Easy save for the Predators goalie. Hernandez wins that one back over to Schulteis. Puts it on net, sails wide. Seguin comes up with it. He turns and fires one. Hernandez tries to get a deflection. Doesn't work out for him. And that D-to-D pass there from Slater over to Seguin almost gets intercepted. The Preds get a stick on it and they're able to poke it out of the zone. Now Seguin sends the puck in deep. Raptors go for a change. They better hurry up. Uh-oh. We got Slater working with the puck. He's got Silcott to his right, decides to skate it in. Turns it over right to the Predators. And now the Predators coming back the other way. 2-on-1 against Silcott. Silcott plays the pass, rightfully so. And that shot goes against Pappas. Pappas makes the save. Silcott protects against the rebound. And then we got a 2-on-1 going back the other way. Good passing there between Flood and Shabbat. Does not result in a scoring opportunity, though. No shot on net. And now we're coming back this way. We're back to full-strength hockey here. Shot off the pads. And we have a penalty. That's going to go against Snyder. So Raptors now transitioning quickly from a power play to a penalty kill. Hopefully they can fight this one off. With 5 minutes remaining in the first. The score, 2-0, Predators. Quimby adds pressure on the left side of the ice. That puck comes out. Predators regroup. D-to-D pass. Look up the ice. Miscommunication on that pass. Raptors take advantage of it. Silcott there to chip it up to Quimby. And Quimby loses it. Wasn't quite over the red line there, so that's going to be an icing. Hernandez wins that puck back to Snyder. Snyder coughs it up to the defender. And the Predators get 1-2 on net. Quimby looking up the ice to Hernandez. Hernandez uses the boards, gets that puck out of the zone. Oh, the Predators missing on that pass. Good second effort, but it comes back out. And now the Predators regrouping. Thankfully, Shabbat is there. And Shabbat, with the aggressive forecheck, takes the puck all the way in against 3 Predators defenders and pokes that one past their goalie for a shorthanded goal. So as the Predators were trying to be a little bit too fancy with the puck, Landon Shabbat takes advantage of an opportunity to bring the Raptors within 1. Moore looking up to Schulteis. That one goes back into the possession of the Predators. behind the net, D-to-D. Predators bringing the puck to the middle of the ice. Schulteis adds pressure, but they get it over the goal, over the blue line. Sidney White is there to stop that one from going any further, but when he gets that one down the ice, that's going to be an icing. Only 10 seconds remain on this kill for the Raptors, and they were back to full strength. Bledsoe and White working together to get that puck out of the zone. Now we got Schulteis on the forecheck. Good pressure there by Cammers. Predators put it in. That goes to White. White behind the goal line. Oh, the Predators are there to add pressure of their own. They try to center the puck. Shot on goal off the pads. And White comes away with it. White looking over to Cammers. Pass is deflected. White comes away with it. Dangerous from the point. White sends it on net. Cammers tries to get a deflection on that, and it sails just wide of the goal. But I like to see that effort there. That hard shot by White, and then the forethought by Cammers to get his stick out there and try to get a goal off of a deflection. Raptors, Moore goes for a change. No icing. That puck comes out of the zone. Seguin sends it up to Bledsoe. Bledsoe kind of whiffs on that clear. And the Predators are coming back this way. Uh-oh. So that's going to be an offsides, and Slater gets away with one there. Right at the whistle, he throws a hit. .2:16 remain in the first. 2-1, Predators on top. Seguin looking up for Quimby. Can't get the puck out of the zone. Finally, it goes that way. Now Quimby battling for it in the middle of the ice. Slater's there to pick it up and send it in for Hernandez. Hernandez on the corner. Good effort by Schulteis there, adding pressure. Hernandez comes away with it, centers the puck, but nobody's in front of the net. Good look, but nobody home. Now back behind our own net. We got Seguin trying to get it out, but the defender is there to hold the point. Kind of a weak backhand shot there by the Predators, and now we're coming back this way. Slater loses it. Open ice hit there by Slater. And the Predators lose the puck. We get a decent shot on net, but they're going to blow the whistle there. Looks like we have an injured player from that open ice hit by Slater. He is not moving a whole lot. USA Hockey recommendations here in this scenario is for the coach to talk to the player, try to get him to stand up on his own effort. Step one is usually move your feet, move your legs back and forth. Make sure we know you're good. Use your arms, try to get to all fours. He gives him a hand here. And the fact that he's not skating off by himself, looks like he's not putting any weight on that right leg. So hopefully that's something he can shake off. But that could potentially be an injury that keeps him out of the rest of this game. We'll have to keep an eye on that. No penalty. And now the Raptors with an offensive zone faceoff. Shavit lines up with Snyder behind him. Ezel and Silcott back on D. That puck comes out to the point. Ezel unable to get a blade on it. Silcott chases it back and gets it up to Ezel. Now, yeah, that's going to be offsides on Flood. I think Flood got a little excited. He saw that puck kind of trickling his way. And he had plenty of ice. But instead of going to the puck, he kind of, by nature, just kind of, meandered toward the open ice, thinking it might be an opportunity to pick that one up and then go get a goal. Ezel with the puck up the ice. And the Preds send that one in, but they've got a man offsides. That's going to come out to center ice. So the Predators controlling the puck in the Raptors zone. Silcott is finally there to chip it up and out. And then go for a change. Offsides again. Predators send that puck up the ice, but Blake Soden is there. The general makes the stop, holds the boards, keeps that puck on the left side of the ice. Finally it comes out. Jenkins on the right side. Only 26 seconds remain in the first. Jenkins loses it behind the net. The Predators center the puck. And fortunately, didn't get a shot off. Nobody was really there. But as this clock winds down, Blake Soden plays a physical game here on the boards. The Predators go to enter the zone. They're offsides. The ref blows the whistle, and that's going to be the end of the first period with the score. The Nashville Junior Predators 2 and your Raleigh Raptors 1. I was glad to see the Raptors step up after the first 5 minutes of some pretty mediocre play there. We'll see what happens here in the second. Hopefully that injured player for the Predators has gone through all the rehab that he needs and can join this team in the second. You always hate to see someone get hurt and not come back on the ice. Little fun fact for you, if you're a fan of Dolly Parton, she actually lives about 17 miles from here. She's got her own little 63-acre plantation in Brentwood. Fun fact, the name is Willow Lake Plantation. I learned that this morning. It's only about a $10 million estate, no big deal. I think she bought it back in the late 90s for about, I don't know, $500,000, $400,000, somewhere in there. So quite the return on investment in Brentwood, that nice area of southern Nashville. All right, we're back to hockey. Schulteis now. Raptor is going from left to right. Schulteis sends that puck into the corner. That comes back out. And you got Slater there to send it right back in, and Schulteis was still in the zone. So lots of offsides, a few icings this game. Some of that needs to get cleaned up a little bit. Predators coming back this way. Slater's there to put a body. on the Predators' left wing and get that puck away from them. Now you got the Raptors coming back the other way. Schulteis backhands one over to Quimby. Quimby loses it, takes a hit on the boards, but keeps chasing it. Predators on the right side of the ice. Good gap control there by Seguin. Throws a hit, separates the man from the puck, and now the Raptors with an opportunity. That one is broken up by a pass. That really didn't work out. This one, though, Sidney White up to Schulteis. Schulteis all alone, not having anybody with him. He finds Hernandez finally. Hernandez takes a shot and kind of watches it after it sails wide. Not the only one. The Raptors need to skate harder. Get to the puck. Get to the puck. Move your feet, boys. Hernandez, Schulteis together, looking for it. They center the puck right to the Predators. White pinches in, keeps that puck in the zone. Schulteis turns and pokes it behind the net. Hernandez puts it right back in front of the net. Pass is intercepted. And now you've got Snyder and Moore. Up to Shabbat. Shabbat, 2-on-0 with Flood. Takes it himself, turns and gets it to Flood. Decent pass. Shot sails wide. And the Raptors miss on a 2v0 opportunity. And you hate to see that not turn into a goal, but you like to see the effort and the opportunity that the Raptors were able to create on that one. Snyder, White, Shabbat, all working for the puck. Shabbat comes away with it. Looking up the ice, finds Flood. Flood loses it. Good hit there by Snyder, but they're going to call him for that one. And Snyder's not happy. He's complaining to the ref about that one. The Supreme Court hath made their decision. Now let them enforce it. That may sound random to you, but that's a famous quote by Andrew Jackson, our 7th president of the United States. That was from 1832. Worcester versus Georgia, which did not allow the United States to have jurisdiction over Indian lands. Famous quote from our 7th president. Uh-oh. While we're talking about history, the Predators are making history. So, very quickly on their power play, they send that puck out to the point, and they get a shot on net. Pappas was there, got in front of it, but as he made the save, that one seemed to trickle down between his legs and then roll behind him into the net. That turns this into a 3-1 hockey game in favor of the Predators. All right. Predators send that puck on net. Pappas makes the save, puts it in the corner, and now Saunders trying to find Cameras up the ice. That one comes out. D-to-D puck movement. Zone is clear. Predators enter. Saunders looks up. He's got Cameras, but Cameras is facing the other direction. Bledsoe on the forecheck. Breaks that one up. Comes out to Silcott. Silcott, nobody home. Sends that one over to the middle of the ice. Definitely a safe play, but nobody there. That one, offsides, comes out of the zone. Predators behind their own net. Control the puck. Look up to the right side. Great job by Snyder there to break up that pass. Now Shabbat hustling to get there. Good pressure there. And then Soden pinches, and we're coming back this way. The Predators with a move Left to right and right to left. A good shot. Sails wide. And then the Predators center that puck. Uh-oh. And Soden did not like that pressure that the Predators were putting on our goalie in the crease after he already had the puck. And the general speaks up. Thankfully, it didn't get out of hand, and there's no penalty on the play. Hernandez back into the corner. Quimby now adds pressure to the point. Seguin, left side, up to Quimby. Uh-oh. That puck goes in and sails just wide of the net. And now the Predators controlling the puck in the neutral zone. Right between Quimby's legs. Over to the right wing. He sends that one around behind the net to his left wing. Left wing with the puck. Looks over to center it. He centers it. And the Predators trying to set something up in our zone. Quimby battles in the corner. Seguin helps him out. Now on the right side. Oh no! What a muffin of a shot. I'm not even sure if Papa saw that one, but that weak shot from the Predators on the right side there was a muffin. And it just sailed, I think, over the left shoulder. That was a tempting glove save by Pappas. The Raptors are going to take the opportunity to pull Pappas and put in Russell. So now Emma Russell in net for the Raptors as the Raptors face a 4-1 deficit. Uh-oh. Very dangerous D-to-D pass there. Slater thankfully comes away with it. Scrum for the puck in the corner. Slater takes a hit. Bledsoe goes in for it. Bledsoe battling behind the net. The Predators got a man up high. They find him. Slater is there. Good reverse. Looks over, trying to find somebody to pass it to. Finally over to Saunders, who tries to chip it up to Cammers. That didn't work out for him. No offsides. And the Predators controlling the puck with a little bit of confidence here in the Raptors zone. Slater comes away with it, makes a nice move. Right to left, left to right. Coming up the ice on the right side. There he is. Bledsoe. Uh-oh. Comes away with it. Sends that one over to Seguin. Seguin loses it. Now we got maybe an offsides. Yeah, that's going to be an offsides. So the home team here has taken the 4-1 advantage. Silcott looks over to Flood. That puck's in the zone now. Moore there to add pressure. Shabbat comes away with it. Tries to get a shot off, but just as he winds up, he takes some physical contact from behind. They called icing on that, which is kind of silly, because that puck literally is about 1 inch over the goal line. Come on, Zebra, let them play. And I'm saying that against, their icing, honestly. I probably should be in favor of that call, but it's just not good hockey when it's that easy. Moore with the puck. Sends it in the zone, nobody home. Predators coming back this way. Good pressure there. Moore puts one in the corner. And that's Flood with a shot on net. White now with the puck. Resets over to Moore. Moore looks up to Snyder in the middle of the ice. Snyder on the right side. Skates it in. 1 versus 5. Moore has it. Turns and fires one. Snyder's getting a little chippy there with number 13 on the Predators. Throws a pretty high hit. You can't do that. Snyder was slashing. He was using his stick to hit the shinies of number 13. And they didn't call that, but he definitely put a target on his back, and the ref was watching him the whole way. So when he turned and made that high hit, the ref was not surprised. He was waiting for it. Snyder goes right back to the box. So another penalty kill for the Raptors. Our only goal so far is actually on the penalty kill. So maybe I should be a little happier about that. Maybe we can get another one. Good save by Russell. Blocker save into the corner. Predators, D-to-D pass. Nobody's on the puck. Ezel, our defenseman, looks up and sees that there's nobody there, so he steps out on the point. The Raptors need to work on their positioning here. They're very bunched up. They're all in one part of the ice. Even though it is a penalty kill, they still should be spread out with a little more structure. Here comes Silcott. Silcott tries to stick handle out of the zone. Really should have pushed that one against the boards and gone harder and faster to get it out of the zone. With that much ice, legs are way more important than hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's stay instead of shoving people.
Yeah. When the brain starts, the feet can't stop. Shabbat lines up. Schulteis to the right. Schulteis kind of plays the defender on that one. And the Predators coming back this way. Uh-oh. They turn, shoot it. Russell's there to make the glove save. It actually hits the top of her glove and then chips up and over the net. Uh-oh, Slater loses it right in front of the net, and thankfully, Seguin is there to help out. Shabbat almost had another breakaway opportunity there. And the penalty kill is going to expire, making this a 5-on-5 hockey game. And with that shot on Russell, Russell makes the save, freezes the puck, and we've got a defensive zone faceoff. Doobie, 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 doobie. All right, Slater behind the net, reverses it. Uh-oh, loses it. Gets it back, and Shabbat loses it. Predators try to enter, but they're offsides. Doobie, 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 doo. Face off just outside the defensive zone. Seguin battling hard right in front of the Predators bench. White comes away with it. Sends that puck over to Flood. Flood takes a shot, sails wide right. Shoden takes a hit there on the boards. He returns a hit. And again, the refs watching those guys closely. Starting to get a little chippy. And the refs want to make sure they keep it clean. White with the puck. Up to Moore. Moore to Flood. Flood to Shabbat. Shabbat gets it in behind the goal. Nobody chasing really for the Raptors. Shabbat in the corner. Takes a hit. Goes down. They're going to call that one. They actually called that a trip. It was almost a hit from behind, but they called a trip on that. And a little bit of chirping here from the Preds. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything about that. They might give them a 2-10. Yep. Gave that guy a game misconduct after the penalty. He tried to remind Shabbat who the boss is. And Shabbat's reminding him who's got the power play now. he can take a seat for 10 minutes. All right, we got another call here. The ref and the coach kind of getting into it. I hate to see that. So now we got a couple of penalties here. We got a 5-on-3 here for 1:30. Then that was a 3-minute penalty in addition. So we're gonna have, oh, there we go. Raptors taking advantage. I'm doing math, trying to figure out the numbers. And it looks like what happened here was the Raptors with that 5-on-3, getting on net and take advantage of the opportunity to poke in and rebound to make this a 4-2 game. And this one is not over yet. The Predators are now going to have a fourth man on the ice. You can see there they got their 2 men in the box. One serving that 10-minute. And another one serving the remainder of this. Looks like it's going to be 2:49 of a power play. Oh, no, that's right. That's 5-on-3. I'm sorry. They're keeping 3 on the ice because that was a major. So when they get a goal there, it does not clear it. So the Raptors need to take advantage of this. Uh-oh. Moore loses it. All right. And the Raptors clear the zone. Schulteis chasing. Predators chip it out of the zone. White now with the puck. Resets. Looks up. Thinks about it. Finds Bledsoe. Couldn't settle that one. Bledsoe over to Schulteis. Schulteis, middle of the ice. Looks over. Finds Hernandez. Hernandez turns and fires one. Saved by the goalie. A good rebound opportunity, but the Raptors couldn't get there in time. Schulteis throws a nice hit on the boards, comes out to Silcott. Silcott looks over to Jenkins, D-to-D pass, very clean. Jenkins sends it in, right into the lap of the, right into the waist of the ref. This one comes out to Silcott. Silcott left side of the ice, turns, fires it in deep. That goes all the way around. Nobody's there to grab it. And the fans reminding the Raptors here what's really important. Use the whole ice. Skate, skate, skate. Shabbat loses it. Silcott with the puck. Turns and finds Jenkins. Jenkins on the left. Turns, sends one high. Up and over the net. Back to Silcott. Silcott now with the puck. Decides to turn and fire one. Deflection by Schulteis. Sails to the right. Over to Schulteis again. Schulteis. Oh, over to Bledsoe. Bledsoe back to Schulteis, and that one goes just wide. And now we got the Predators coming back the other way. Silcott has pressure. Shabbat coasts in there. And you got Soden now, who just chips it up the ice. And the Raptors really not aggressively skating after the puck right now. So, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. After quite a bit of opportunities there with 5-on-3, but only got 1 goal as a result. Win Ezel up the ice. Comes back to Ezel. Ezel over to Soden. Soden has 3 players collapse on him. And that one comes out to Seguin. Seguin over to Kamers. And the Predators control it through the neutral zone. Soden adds pressure. Shabbat has the puck, loses the puck, gets the puck back. Looks over to Cammers, but everybody's bunched up. And now we got Seguin behind the net. 2 minutes left in the second period. Seguin, dangerous turnover there as he chips it right over to the Predators, but thankfully they lose it. And that one goes back down to the other side of the ice. Hard shot there by White, saved by the goalie. Back to White. White turns, fires another one. Looking to get that deflection. Cameras gets a blade on it, but it goes wide. And now the Predators on the left side, but White is there to break it up. Sends one right through the middle over to the other side of the ice. Predators keep that one in the zone. White goes down. And the Predators center one. Move that puck out to their D. Get it on net. And Emma Russell makes the save. So a shift in momentum here at the end of the second period. The Predators adding a lot of pressure. All right, Slater now, 3-on-1, has Schulteis to the left and Quimby. Looks over to Quimby. Quimby had that puck on his backhand, but couldn't get a shot off. It's nice to see on breakaway attacks like that when the left-hander goes to the left side of the ice to get those passes and get opportunities. But it comes back the other way instead. That one's going to go against Russell, who makes the save, but then the Predators add pressure on that rebound. The same player that shot it got his own rebound and poked it right past Emma to turn this one into a 5-2 game in favor of the Predators. So the Raptors, being here in Music City, I'm not sure if their mind is on this game or maybe their mind is on the Grand Ole Opry and what's going on downtown tonight. Maybe that's the case. But they need to start thinking hockey if they want to come out of this one with anything besides a 3-goal deficit or more. Skate to the puck, boys. Come on. Every puck. Every puck. Silcott with the puck. Looks up the ice. Thinks about it. And more now on the left side of the ice. Gets it in and chips it into the corner. Good center there by Soden. Flood couldn't get there in time. Little chirping there by the Preds as Flood makes contact. Good contact, but Flood actually is the one that goes down. So here we are, 15 minutes remain in this game. And the Predators over top your Raptors, 5-2. This being the only game of the day here, the Raptors better leave this all on the ice for the last 15 minutes. So a couple of updates on a few more interesting things than this right now. UNC actually winning their football game. We're in the fourth quarter and UNC is winning at home over Stanford. Good for them. Good for them. Duke, on the other hand, fell to UConn. Looks like that one was a tight game. UConn won 37-34. So a whopping 71 points. Yes, I can count. 71 points in that game. You got a text. You missed a text. Brace, I think. All right, here we go. 15 minutes left. Can they wake up and get this done? Let's find out. Raptors. Moore behind the net. Looks up to Bledsoe. Oh! Couldn't get there in time. Bledsoe now. Oh! Just turns it over. Uh-oh, they got good hands. They're controlling the puck, but Moore is there to help out. Moore looks up. Chips it up to Cammers. Cammers tries to get control. Turns and kind of floats one on net. Bledsoe on the left side. Sends that one back around, but nobody's there. Bledsoe with the puck, thinks about going back to White, changes his mind. Bledsoe again with the puck. A little between the legs pass there. D to D behind the net. White comes away with it. Looks up for Saunders. Saunders misses that pass, and Cammers just did not get out in time. So there goes 1 minute of our 15. And that's going to come just outside of the defensive zone here for a faceoff. Hernandez lines up with Quimby and Schulteis. Schulteis controls it. Sends it back over to Slater, and then loses it. Hernandez gets it, loses it. We got the Predators way offsides by a mile. And even the blind ref saw that one. Hernandez again with Quimby to his left. Slater, Seguin back on D. Schulteis comes away with it, finds Quimby. Quimby back over to Schulteis. Schulteis makes a move. Finds Quimby right in front of the net. Good save by the goalie. Seguin tries to hold the point. He does. But then turns the puck over and it comes back the other way. Good positioning by Seguin there to close the gap. Put that guy into the boards. Hernandez uses his feet. Breaks up a play. The Predators get it back. Send one into the middle. Actually goes off the side of the net. Hernandez over to Slater. Slater looks up. Tries to find Schulteis. And Hernandez comes away with it. Hernandez and Schulteis 2-on-2. Coming up the ice. Hernandez right to the middle. Loses it. Tries to center the puck. He does, but nobody in front of the net. Lots of heads down. Puck movement. That's a pretty high hit there. The Predators onto Liam Slater. And Slater takes a nasty hit there and goes to the bench. A little bit of chirping going on. And you can tell that both teams are a little kind of like letting their emotions get the best of them. Thankfully, Slater didn't get hurt on that hit. They made the call, but because of that retaliation, they're going to send an extra player to the box for each team. Hernandez is going to sit for a couple of minutes and think about his retaliatory actions. And then the Predators have one as well. So this is likely going to turn into a 5-on-4 situation for the Raptors. They did make the original call of a cross-check. I think that was a cross-check. May have been a boarding. Let's see what they do here. So the Raptors send Shabbat, Bledsoe, Silcott, Ezel, and Flood onto the ice. They're talking over a strategy here. That's actually Soden, I'm sorry. Flood goes to the bench. That's Soden on the ice. So the Raptors with a 5-on-3. That must have been another game misconduct. It was. So they got 2 for roughing, 1 for a cross-check, and a game misconduct. That's going to create a 5-on-3 scenario. Raptors, Bledsoe with the puck. Oh, instead of using his point, he sends that one into the corner. That's okay. Soden's there. Soden trying to control the puck. And the Raptors lose it. The Predators come away with it. So on a 5-on-3, it'd have been nice to see a little more puck movement by the Raptors before sending that one in the corner for the Predators. All right, Shabbat lines up for this one. He's got Soden to the right, Silcott to the right behind him, and Ezel back behind him to the left. That one comes out to Bledsoe. Bledsoe sends it around the corner, right to the Predators. And Soden there to help out and win that puck back. And now you got Shabbat looking over to Silcott. Silcott with the puck, turns, fires one. Good save by the goalie. Backhand by Shabbat, sails wide. Now Silcott battling in front of the Predators bench. The Raptors, they came away with it, but then they lose it. Silcott back into our zone. All right, we have space, we have time, up the ice, move the puck up, guys, let's go. Bledsoe now on the right. You hate to see a power play get wasted by standing. And that's kind of what happened here. And yes, I'm his dad, so I can be tough on him. Schulteis lines up now as the Raptors go for a change. White and Jenkins back on D. Schulteis and Quimby battling for it. Got Flood now going in after it. 13 seconds left on the 5-on. I'm sorry, we're on the 5-on-4 now. One of those penalties must have cleared. Was it ever 5-on-3 or was it 5-on-4? I don't know if I'm missing something here. I apologize. White with the puck. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now, either way. Schulteis, middle of the ice. Puts it into the boards and washes it. White hustles to get there. Tries to get an entry. D-to-D pass now. Soden over to Jenkins. Took his eye off it at the last minute and lost that puck. It's behind the net for Quimby. Quimby chips it up. That one comes out to the point. And the Predators send it on net. So with that whistle, we got one player coming out of the box for each team. And we got 5-on-5 hockey. 10:38 remain in this one. Plenty of time for the Raptors to get 3 goals and tie this up, but they better start soon. Bledsoe takes the face-off. Out to the defender. Good shot blocked by Bledsoe. Bledsoe up the ice, left side. He's got Cameras to the right. Takes it himself. Shot goes wide up against the net. Seguin now outside of the zone. Tries to get it over to Moore, but he loses it. And now Cameras with the puck. Trying to find somebody, anybody. Sloppy neutral zone play. You can tell both teams are getting tired. And now, back in our zone, Moore battling in the corner. 3 Raptors in there now. And that's going to be a roughing. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe a roughing call there on that last man in. I think that was Cameras, who came in at the last second there to help out, and he just hit a guy right from behind. And he throws his stick in the penalty box. He's not happy about that one. But again, as Andrew Jackson said, the Supreme Court hath made their decision, and let them enforce it. Famous quote from 1832, still having effect today. Slater. Over to Shabbat. Up the ice. Icing's the call. Back down we go. Nice passing there by the Predators. Controlling the puck on the power play. That's good to see. I mean, it actually turned into a great shot for them. We got a little bit of pushing and shoving here between Ezel and one of the Predators. Yeah, a bunch of parents who aren't really happy about it. The funny thing is that a 5-2 game with 9 minutes left in the third, that anybody thinks it really matters. Focus needs to be on hard skating and putting the puck in the back of the net. Ezel now chips that one up and out. Soden, aggressive skating. Up to Shabbat. Shabbat with the puck. Tries to get it to the middle of the ice, but loses it. And we got more physicality and more yelling parents. Uh-oh. Slater pinches on that one. He bites. Turns into a 3-on-0 opportunity for the Predators. So a defensive breakdown by a couple of the Raptors players turns this one into a 6-2 game. I think he probably could have kicked that one in if he wanted to. He has so much room. It's very rare that you see a 3-on-0 right in front of the net. But that's what happened. All right. The Raptors here controlling the puck. Hernandez over to White. White, left side of the ice. Loses it. Hernandez back on D with Silcott. That's a change the coaches made here. Hernandez made that, blocked that shot. And then Hernandez still trying to get it out. They chip one on goal. Backhand. Looking for a rebound opportunity. Silcott comes away with it and chips it up to the point. Right back in. Hernandez now sends that one behind the net. Quimby on the right side of the ice. Looks up to Schulteis. Back to Quimby. Not the cleanest passing, but at least we got some passing going on here and a 2-on-1 opportunity. Whiff on that one by White. White turns and chips it to the middle. Looking for Schulteis. Schulteis doesn't get there quick enough. Now he's battling for it. And you can tell the legs just aren't there for these Raptors players right now. Good hard shot by the Predators. Saved by Russell. Silcott up to Saunders. Predators controlling the puck in our zone. And that one goes out to the middle. The Predators are the first one there. Jenkins battles for it. Up to Schulteis. Schulteis is able to chip it out of the zone to stave off some of the pressure. And now you got Silcott who gets it up to Bledsoe. Bledsoe loses it. And the Predators with an opportunity, but a good reach by Bledsoe. He extends that talon out and holds the stick, avoiding a shot. They finally get one off. And as the Raptors are pushing and shoving, the Predators are pointing to the scoreboard. Again, none of it matters at this point. 6-2. We're going to play aggressive, hard hockey or not. But they're 14 years old, right? At best. So you're going to get what you get. Shabbat lines up with Kamers to his left. He's got Moore over to the right. And Soden, the general, joins the party on the left side. Puck comes back to the Predators. Kamers with it. Turns and fires it up the middle. Nobody home. They're probably not going to call. Yeah, they're going to call icing on that one. Oh, we got there quick enough. That one never made it over the goal line. No icing's the call. The ref had his arm up, but the puck never made it. Good poke check by Seguin there. But it goes right back. Uh-oh! Right back to the Predators. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. And they poked that one over the left shoulder of Russell to make this one a 7-2 contest with 5:46. Somebody give me some gauze. We need to stop the bleeding. They're probably scoring too fast. All right. Never say never. Flood. Centers the puck. White comes away with it left side. Puts it on net. Almost got a deflection on that one, but it settled right in front of the net. The Predators coming up the ice now. And that's Schulteis over to Soden. Soden up to Shabbat. That one comes just back over the blue line for an icing. I'm sorry, offsides. What sport is this? Hernandez lines up with Schulteis to the right. Quimby joins him on the left. Ezel and White back on defense. Predators win the race to the puck. Send that one into the zone. White with the puck. Looks at his options. Sends it up to Quimby. Bouncing pucks are hard to catch, and Quimby couldn't catch that one. And now we got the Predators with the puck. White takes it away. And it's right back to their defenders. Misconnection on that pass by the Predators. And White comes away with it. Oh, just chips it in there. Hoping that somebody's going to be there. Nobody is. White with the puck. Looks down the ice. Looks over. Thinks about going to Rizal. Decides to go up to Quimby. But that pass is intercepted. Good hard shot by the Predators. Rebound opportunity, but Hernandez clears it out. Now they're bunched up, and Hernandez takes advantage of that. Left side of the ice. He's got Schulteis behind him to the right, but not really skating at the same speed. They were separated by quite a bit. Predators, right side of the ice, bring the puck in the zone and go for a shot. Comes out to their defender. Silcott slams one up the boards. And these parents on the other side here are really into this. A couple of them may need to go to rehab. They're getting a little aggressive. Here is the Predators now coming into the zone, centering the puck. Silcott is there to help out with that one. Shabbat over to Silcott. Silcott looks up and he chips it up to Bledsoe, who gloves it down. Oh, Bledsoe gets caught kind of awkwardly in a position with that puck on his feet, loses it. And now we got Shabbat trying to make something happen here. Shabbat, right side of the ice. 2:49 remain in this contest. Shabbat on the right, centers it, but the Predators are way ahead of him. And now the Predators go for a change, chipping that puck into our zone. Moore tries to control it, loses it. Seguin, left side of the ice, pokes it up. Seguin has got momentum. Oh, and he takes a hit. No call on that one. Seguin goes down, but gets right back up. And that puck comes back down the ice. Moore keeps it out of the zone. But the Predators are there to chip it right back in. So less than 2 minutes now. The score is 7-2. I wouldn't quite call this one a gong show, but we're not that far from it. Predators. Defender sends it into the corner. White comes away with it. Looks at his options, takes his time, finds Soden. Ooh, missed that pass, and that comes right back to the corner. Jenkins. Hernandez. Up to White. White tries to get it over to Soden, but gets that pass right behind him. Finally, Soden gets there and gets it over to Hernandez. Hernandez loses it. White in the corner. Hernandez loses that puck battle. And the Predators coming up the ice. 1v1 against Jenkins. He's got time. He's got space. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. And their F2 comes in with a good opportunity and a good shot. Russell makes the save, and then now these players want to smack talk a little bit. The refs are going to let the clock run down on this one. There's 30 seconds left and counting. They're not going to stop the clock on a 7-2 game that's starting to get a little chippy and out of hand. So with that, they're not even going to drop the puck. They're letting the clock expire. The refs have had enough. So this one's going to end in a 7-2 loss for your Raptors. Their first game in this hockey tonk tournament from Nashville. So tomorrow morning, 7:15 a.m., the Raptors will hopefully get a good night's sleep and then think about rebounding against the, I believe it's the Atlanta Phoenix tomorrow that lost their first game. So we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks for joining us. Fokker out.